Hiya, and welcome back to A Masquerade in the Woods, the game that teaches us that the best method to protect your loved ones is to get stabbed by a drug addict. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Hiya. We park just off the road outside the warehouse. Oh, hiya. Mason elected to drive, giving Lucas his injury. We step out of the car, Lucas using our shoulders for support as we walk up to the door. Not that I can think he necessarily needs it, but it's better to put as little strain on it as possible. Mason moves out from under his heavy bicep to open the door. Looks so similar, I swear.
You know that's bullshit. It's probably just because of both.
We stumble inside, both the rabbit and hyena turning. Hi! Lucas gives a timid smile, lifting his paw in a humble wave.
What the fuck did you do?
Shepard rushes over, taking Mason's place under Lucas's arm as we walk him over to the stretcher in the corner. River stands frozen for another second, just staring at the three of us. Mason tosses his mask onto the table in the middle, dropping his backpack on the floor and slumping down in a chair. I help Lucas remove his duffel bag and jacket, carrying them over to the center. I take my jacket off too. Oh, hiya. Placing mine and Lucas's masks next to Mason's. While the outfit helped somewhat, I'm still pretty soaked from the rain, my clothes uncomfortably sticking to my legs and arms. River snaps out of her daze and comes rushing over to the big dog, who's in the middle of taking his gloves off. The rabbit and hyena change places, River looking over the canine while Shepard walks over to me and Mason at the table. Are either of you two hurt? I shake my head. Physically, no. Hey, is there any beer left? He turns in his seat, looking around the room. His eyes settle on a can still on the table. He reaches over, swinging it in his paw before taking a swig. Guess Shepard never finished his. What happened? We were jumped. Shepard narrows his eyes on the possum. Without meeting his eyes, he responds. Forgot the lookout. Forgot the lookout? Shepard turns around. Giant, I told you. The second you lose your guard, you let your guard down, you lose the advantage. Now look what happened. Shep, I was supposed to be the lookout. I forgot. The hyena turns back around. There was just so much fucking shit in that house. Would have been there all night if all three of us weren't sorting through it. Shepard steps over, arms crossed, looming over the possum in his seat. I'd rather you come back with nothing at all than come back dead. No, I haven't, Amethyst. Sorry. He grabs Lucas's duffel bag and opens it, picking out the things we brought. Mason sighs, taking another swig of the beer.
You taped him?
As soon as he has a chance to swallow, River shouts from across the room. Mason rolls his eyes before answering. Yes, Nubby. I had to.
Do you realize?
It's alright, River. We had to work with what we had. He was kind of Lucas stops in the middle of a sentence, looking over at Shepard, still unpacking the evidence. His voice drops to a whisper, making it impossible for the three of us at the table to hear it. Whatever the big dog said, River responds with a grunt.
Alright, that's it. Off with the shirt!
What?
I need to look at it, so take your shirt off!
Lucas's eyes dart over toward us, though I seem to be the only one paying attention at the moment.
Oh, come on, you big mutt, like I haven't seen you shirtless before. Shep doesn't care and you've already seen the raccoon naked.
Ouch.
And Mason? Well.
Well, what? She hesitates.
Just take it off!
After another quick look over towards us, he reluctantly starts pulling his damp, gray, blood-stained t-shirt off. Do I need to censor it all? Oh, I don't. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. Like, I am looking at that wound. That is not good. That is not good. Not good at all. Even from this distance, I can see the big dog blushing beneath the face paint. Lucas places it off to the side, revealing his muscular torso. And the considerable amount of small scars across it. Are all those from hunting? As soon as it's off, without warning, River grabs a piece of tape and rips it off in one quick motion, taking a ball of fur with it. Luke... That face! Just that fucking face! Just... Lucas's eyes go wide, freezing with his mouth open in shock. Then his eyes slowly return to normal, accompanied by a high-pitched eep! Shepard places the evidence from the duffel bag out on the table. Walk me through it. Since Mason stays seated, the beer still in his paw, I walk up next to the hyena. Encrypted note, I point to the ciphered message. Some sort of metal collar. Shepard's eyes fall on the overgrown handcuff. And a photo album which we think might be victims. Sir. I clasp my paws together in front of me, waiting for any sort of response from the striped beast. Good. He picks up the cipher, scanning it with his piercing stare. Oh, we also found this! Mason reaches into his backpack and... Hiya. I don't really properly exercise. I just go on daily walks, like, multiple times a day. I just walk around, listening to very loud music, you know, fucking up my hearing. Mason reaches into his backpack and tosses the bottle of suspicious liquid across the table. Now taking his eyes off the paper, Shepard catches it in his free paw. Wonder if he's a football player or something. With how easily he catches things Mason throws at him. Dude just jumped us. Dude who jumped us wanted it pretty bad. Describe what happened. Mason puts his beer on the table, leaning back in his foldable chair and tilting it on its rear bar. We finished up searching the basement and making George... And marking George... You did what? You did what? River spins around, the sound of the needle and thread hitting the stretcher. Shepard! In a calm tone without warning, he responds. Who else is going to deliver justice? Tattooing a dead body is not justice. We've fucking talked about this. It's as close as we'll get. Her gloved paws go up to her face, rubbing her eyes with her palms. We're drawing unnecessary attention to ourselves by leaving marks! We want attention. We want criminals running scared. We're also putting ourselves in danger! We're putting them in danger! She points to Lucas behind her, the big dog leaning back on the makeshift bed. I'm fine! I just made a mistake. You were stabbed there! How can you say this fine? You're incredibly lucky you didn't hit your kidney! Mason snickers, despite the serious argument in process. Yeah, Lou. Thank God you have some lard on your tummy. River stares daggers at the possum. Lucas looks off to the side. Anyway, like I was saying, after marking George, we went up into the kitchen. Lou barfed in the sink. Shepard raises a growl at that. And then that gray wolf jumped Striped Tail and held him at gunpoint. Which reminds me, Cody needs some weapons training. Shepard doesn't seem to pay attention to the last comment. Escalation or de-escalation? De-escalation at first, but I'm pretty sure I'd consider a taser to the nuts escalation. The hyena tears his eyes from the notebook to look down at me. I gulp. Impressive. I'm sorry. I don't know if anyone else thought this, but I genuinely thought Shepard was about to start screaming at us. I was like, why the fuck would you stick a taser into his nuts? That's violent. That's violent. Impressive. Yeah, Striped Tail kept it real cool for being his first time. He smiles smugly at me. So the dude claims he's police and shit, tells me to get him a bottle from one of the kitchen drawers. So I got it for him. Long story short, Lou gives me the signal, Striped Tail shocks him in the jewels, Lou flips the whole fucking table, gets stabbed and knocks him out in one hit. Yeah, it was a really impressive punch. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Lucas's lips curl into a small smile. Mason leans forward in his chair, resting his elbows on his knees. So what is it? What is what? The bottle, what is it? Shepard finally puts the note back down, unscrewing the cap and carefully placing his nose over the old... Oh my god, it's piss! He's smelling piss! As soon as he does, that same chemical smell fills my nose. It's the chemical smell of piss! Shepard just smelled piss! We carried a bottle of piss into the fucking home base. It's piss. I am betting that it is piss. His nose flexes as he attentively sniffs the lid. Mason, meanwhile, picks his beer back up, taking a big swig. Methamphetamine. I was wrong! It's not piss! It's fucking meth! We had a jar of meth on us! Yeah! I never thought I would say... I never thought I would say that. Wow. Fucking meth! At least it isn't piss. Are we sure this isn't Breaking Bad? Fuck, no, wait, no, that's crystal meth. Oh shit. Oh shit. If it's not TikTok or random YouTube videos, then I'm probably not watching it. Like, I don't even know what I turn on when I go to bed anymore. It's either Adam Ruins Everything or fucking The Golden Girls. Or Super Nanny. Fucking Super Nanny. Methamphetamine. What? Mason almost chokes on his beer as he hurriedly swallows it down. You're kidding! Shepard screws the cap back on and puts it down on the table. Dude just had a bottle of liquid meth lying around his kitchen. Wow. If he found it in the kitchen, then yes. Most likely distributing it. Well, we didn't find a fucking meth lab in the basement, so I doubt he was making it. Right, Striped Tail? They both turn to me. As if I would know what a meth lab looks like. Just watch Breaking Bad. No, not on Netflix, on Hulu. The only thing I use Netflix for anymore is to watch Big Mouth reruns. And Cody, just fucking watch. I actually need to sit down and watch Breaking Bad. Oh, I don't really know what it would look like, so I can't say, sir. I answer, looking up at Shepard. When Mason starts chuckling, I turn my attention to him. It's fucking adorable that you address him so formally. Hiya. Quiet night tonight? I don't fucking know. Well, I mean... I shuffle on the spot, hoping the crimson doesn't show through my cheek fur. Luckily, I'm spared from having to finish that thought as Lucas comes walking over, supporting himself on River's shoulder. The attention turns from me to the big dog, still shirtless, but now with a bandage taped over the wound instead of a piece of duct tape. You okay? He nods, giving me a gentle smile. A couple stitches and some prescribed painkillers. Are we all done here? No, but we can leave the rest for tomorrow. Giant needs to rest. He looks at me. And so do you, Tiny. His snout turns to a smile. Oh. You did good. Go home. Rest up. I'll see you first thing in the morning at the shooting range.
Yes, sir. He's scary.
I kick the door shut behind us with my foot. Once locked, I do my best to get my shoes off while keeping my balance. Well, both of our balances, really. Lucas said he was good enough to drive, but I still offered to help him up the stairs of the apartment complex once we arrived. Less chance of him tripping and waking one of the neighbors up, which would definitely draw suspicion to two young boys wearing dark clothes and carrying a duffel bag in the middle of the night. Which is how I once again ended up under the big dog's heavy arm, using my comparatively tiny frame to support his giant one. I reach over for the light switch, almost stumbling over my own shoes. I just normally wear dark clothes. There we are. Lucas lifts his leg up using his free paw to pull his own muddy boots off, and then out a quiet grunt of pain as he does. Only standing on one leg, he puts more of his weight on my shoulder to steady himself, and I find myself having to widen my stance a little to support him. One by one, the boots hit the floor with a heavy thunk. And before I know it, Lucas bends down and wraps his big arms around my torso. Whoa! I'm so sorry. He whispers in my ear, sighing deep. Hey! It's alright! I put my arms around his broad frame and return, patting his back. I knew the risk, and we all made it out alive. I'm the one who should be sorry. I slowly pull back, and so does Lucas. My eyes trail down his blood-soaked t-shirt, making him do the same. I'm fine! Really, His shadowed eyes trail off to the side as his paw rubs his arm. I've been through worse. He looks back down at me, his head tilting ever so slightly to the side. But I shouldn't have put you through all that. I shake my head, readjusting the duffel bag on my shoulder and shuffle my way back under his bicep. Let's just go get cleaned up, okay? Lucas swallows, that anxious look still plastered across his muzzle. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Mr. Pack be packing. I don't know if you're watching this, but I don't trust this. I do not trust this. I love the game. Love it to death. Like, basically every game. But I don't fucking trust this. I don't trust this! On our way to the bathroom, make a quick stop at the kitchen table. I slide the bag off my shoulder, leaving it on the floor as I fiddle my arms out of the jacket and fold it over one of the chairs. As we reach the bathroom, Lucas leans back against the counter, half sitting on it. I'll be right back. I jog back into the kitchen, opening the fridge and grabbing the carton of milk. Next, I search through cabinets above the sink until I find where he keeps the glasses. I fill one and run back into the bathroom. The big dog looks himself over in the mirror, one paw raised to his cheek, stroking his makeup-caked fur and ruffling his hair. As I turn the corner, he looks over, his eyes landing with a confused look on the glass of white in my paw. For your throat, it'll help with the soreness. I quickly explain, holding it out to him. Oh. Thanks, he says with a light smile, grabbing it and taking a few big mouthfuls. As the glass parts from his lips, a white streak stays painted just above them. His forearm quickly shoots up to wipe it away. Guess he was thirsty. Want me to get you some more? He shakes his head, giving me a quick smile. No, thank you. I nod, leaning back against the doorframe, taking a deep breath and exhaling. Feels like the first time I've gotten a moment to breathe in a while. Inhale. Exhale. Can't believe I made it out of there. Again, I should say. Fuck, that was crazy. At least that's today done. Can't believe I've already been here for 2 days now. I'm adjusting a lot quicker than I thought I would. Especially after the shock of what I saw in that puddle that first night. I look down at my paws, turning them over and rolling my fingers. I suppose Lucas is helping me adjust a lot, with him giving me a place to stay, and food, and comfort, support. I really gotta start trying to figure this shit out. I can't stay here forever. Miles would kill me. Maybe not literally, but he'd be upset if I just left without saying anything. He probably is right now. Yo, Amethyst, you good? Are you upset that we aren't watching this movie? I mean I can put it on my list. I can put it on my list to watch it. I can put it on my list. Don't know if I'll actually sit down and watch it because my list is fucking miles long. Like my watch list is miles long, so I don't know, but I'll put it on there. He probably is right now. Wonder if anyone back home has reported me missing yet. If there's a bunch of posters of my ugly face on lampposts all around town. But I can't leave yet. Not until these people are found. I don't know who that is. Who's Megan Fox? Should I know who that is? Oh yeah. Okay. But I can't leave yet, not until these people are found. If they can even be found. The sound of the faucet turning on snaps me back, and I look over at the big dog wetting his paws. You should probably take those off. Put them in the wash. I point to his shirt. Lucas looks over and then down at his t-shirt, his fingers grabbing the fabric to unstick it from his darkened fur. He bites his lip, his eyes falling to the floor, hesitating to answer. Could you... He shifts a little on the spot. For being such a large individual, seeming so timid, especially after the way he acted with the mask on, is a strange contrast. It's all so fucking adorable! I chuckle, nodding to him as I turn around, facing the hallway. By the way, where'd you learn to pick locks? Long story. I've got time. Not like either of us will be getting much sleep tonight anyway. Well, I guess I grew up having to unlock a lot of doors. That sounds strangely vague, even for him. What do you mean? He pauses again, clearly trying to think of the best way to express it. I grew up in a pretty religious family. I thought lockpicking was pretty rebellious. Seriously. I lift a paw to cover my snickering. Not in this fucking good Christian Twitch channel! Not in this Christian Twitch channel! Not in this Christian chat! Lucas, put your pecker away! Put your penis away! Okay, time to be serious. I saw Slypaw doing it in one of River's comics once. We started learning it together when we were pretty young. There's that comic character again, Slypaw. Guess he must have been a fan for a while. My parents didn't allow me to have any myself, so River let me borrow her. Fuck, I called her liver. Ah. That kind of religious. Oh, I've met people who are like that. She grew bored of it pretty quickly, but I kept it up. And then when I joined the group, it became a pretty useful skill to have. Wow, didn't know you were such a rebel at heart, Lou. I tease, grinning wide even though he can't see it. All I hear in response is a nervous laugh, but I bet his ears are on fire right about now. Wonder how he stands Mason's constant mischief. Even though I'm aware of how loaded it is, I just had to ask the question that comes to mind. Are you religious? No. He responds as soon as the words leave my mouth. Normally he takes a second or two to think his response is over, but that came out a lot faster than normal. I want to ask further, but before I have time to, something buzzes behind me. Oh, right, Mason offered to come pick you up tomorrow to take you to the range. Oh, right, I'd almost forgotten I was going. You're not coming? I've got work in the morning. Sorry. Okay. You have work in the morning? Lou, you can't go. You're hurt. Oh, no, you didn't miss it. Badly. I'll be fine. I'll make sure to be careful. I promise. It's not that bad, really. It's only till lunch. I sigh, still opposed to the idea after everything that went down tonight. Plus, it's pretty much morning already. Guess we really won't be sleeping much tonight. Someone's Mason coming by. A few seconds passes here. The canine tap his big fingers against the screen. Around 9. Doesn't Mason have work? Tomorrow's Saturday. Oh. Come to think of it, I guess I never did ask what day of the week it was. You work Saturdays? Sometimes. Part-time work and all that. Ah, right. I could wake you up before I leave in the morning. I'll probably be going before 7. Otherwise, you could set the alarm clock next to the bed. I haven't used it in a while, but I think it still works. I think I'll take any amount of sleep I can get, so I'll hedge my bets on the alarm clock. I get the feeling tomorrow is going to be a tough day. So long as you show me how to set it, I'll go with the clock. Sure. You know, something strange happened tonight. I readjust my pose against the door frame, crossing my arms. When that wolf grabbed me back at the house, I paused for a second, thinking of the best way to explain it. I was scared, obviously, but a part of me wasn't. Lucas stayed silent, probably waiting for me to elaborate on my confusing statement. It's hard to explain. It was like two parts of me were fighting for control. One I'm familiar with, telling me to panic, scream, run, do whatever to get out of there, you know? And one I'm new to, one that told me to stay calm and stay rational and fight. Almost as if someone else was trying to grab the wheel to deal with the situation. It was strange, but not necessarily bad, I guess. If anyone doesn't know who Megan Fox is, think of Transformers. I never really sat down and watched... I know which ones you're talking about, I think. The live-action Transformers movies. I never really sat down and watched them. My dad, however, did. Not necessarily bad, I guess. It wasn't like I was being possessed or anything stupid like that. Just more like I was giving up control to instinct. Something like that, I guess. At least. I don't know. Is it something you've ever felt? Does that happen when you're involved in this sort of work? There's a pause during which I question if I should have brought it up in the first place. I can't imagine this conversation is helping me look sane. I can't say I've really felt anything similar, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. I know that some of us act a bit different when we wear the masks. I know I act a bit different when I wear the mask. It could just be a side effect of, you know, everything else going on at the same time. I mean, I can't imagine how difficult it must be to cope with waking up without your memories. Yeah. I'm not entirely convinced, but at the same time, I don't have a better explanation for it either. Maybe it was just a strong fight-or-flight response, stronger than I've ever experienced before. Can't help it now, anyway. I decided to change the topic before he thinks I'm completely insane. So, should we expect big headlines about this tomorrow? I wouldn't really keep my hopes up. But the police will find it, right? Either once they go back there, or if that wolf goes to the police. Yeah, but the police aren't very keen on letting everyone know about some people who are out doing their job for them. Doesn't really help their image. And if it was methamphetamine in the bottle, I doubt the wolf will be going to the police. So we're still unknown to the public, For the most part, yeah, we try not to leave tracks behind. And the people we've marked usually don't come out and show their tattoos. Because I'll draw attention to them. When you're involved in some of the stuff these guys are, being under the magnifying glass of the press is the last thing you want. But I thought Shepard said he wanted us to be known. He does, but... He sighs, turning the water back off. River doesn't. Yeah. And what do you think? What do you think? Should we be putting ourselves out there or stay hidden? I was not expecting that. I swivel my paw, leaning back against the doorframe as I clarify the question, and turn my head. Oh! My back. No, I also heard it, Damien. Oh no! Damn! Damn! Hang on, hang on. You know what? 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 Here you go.
Nice car.
Just go ahead and bonk me into the Shadow Realm. Just go ahead. Send me to horny jail. Just go ahead and send me to horny jail. I don't know really. Oh shit. On one paw, putting ourselves out there might put pressure on the police to take crime more seriously. He took his pants off. I guess they did have quite a bit of blood on them too. I just didn't think he'd be brave enough, I guess. Not when I'm standing just a couple steps away. On the other, the public could target us as criminals instead of vigilantes. He stands with his back to the mirror, leaning back against the sink. In one paw, he has a small towel, scrubbing at the fur below his bandage, flattening his stomach down with the other. Which, well, would be half true, I suppose. He's a big guy. And River is most likely correct in that drawing more attention to ourselves would pose a bigger threat against us, both from criminals and law enforcement. And, I guess his downstairs matches. Then again, being known more might bring crime down, if Shepard's theory is correct. Jesus. Stop it, Cody. You can't be having these kinds of thoughts about a fucking dog! But an anti-crime vigilante group like us, being more known, could also provoke a stronger wave of crime to match. But he's not really a dog, though. You know, like a scale trying to balance itself out. More like a sports mascot who's come to life or something. He certainly acts human. They all do. So I don't really know what the best option is, honestly. With very green, almost glowing emerald eyes. And hair. Just scruffy enough for him not to look too innocent. And a very muscular, but just rough, round enough body hidden beneath that cinnamon-scented coat of fur. What do you think? And, sheath much like mine, only lighter in color and a few sizes larger. And and two, I'm not saying what it reads. I'm not going to say what it reads. And two, slowly swaying with each drag of the towel against his Cody. Time seems to slow as his chin slowly rises towards me. I feel that surge of adrenaline kicking in, setting my blood vessels on fire. And in a split second, I swing my head away from him, looking down the hallway. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I quietly gulp as I wait for any sort of hint to whether or not he noticed me looking. God, you're such an idiot, Cody. Glad I can't see my face because I feel like my ears are scorching red right now. Yeah, it's a tough situation all around. I shakily exhale a sigh of relief, coming to the conclusion he didn't notice. Anyway, I think I'm gonna hop in the shower before heading to bed. Is that a good idea with the bandage? It's waterproof, so I think I'll be okay. So, oh, we're right. I'll wait in the living room. Are we safe? Are we safe from the Wineener? Are we safe from the Weenie Doodle? Okay, no more. Quoting my freshman year English teacher. I wish I was making this up, but my freshman year of high school, my English teacher said, and I quote, "Give me that meat stick, no more meat sticks." I wish I was making that up. She actually said that. I step back into the living room, running a paw through my damp hair. At the same time, I hear the muted sound of the shower turning on in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure I'll need a shower later as well. I take a moment to stretch, rolling my neck and letting out a long sigh. Wait, that was 6 years ago. I feel old. I suppose it's been a while, huh? Haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. Though to be fair, I haven't had much of an appetite following the day's events. But now that that's all over, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't starving! Without really thinking about it, I've stepped over to the fridge, my paw on the handle. As I open it, I remember the fridge back at George's house. Wonder what was in there that upset Lucas so badly. Even Mason seemed shocked to see it. I shake my head. I can ask later. Right now I need something to eat, and I'm pretty sure Lucas does too. I've never been much of a chef, honestly. Eric was usually the one to cook. I was better at preparing the ingredients and cutting up what needed cutting. I reached down to adjust the sleeve of my hoodie. Grilled cheese! Yeah! I can make grilled cheese! I hope! We're going to burn down Lucas's apartment. Oh god, I feel so sorry for you, Raj. I feel so sorry. Grilled cheese was once... It was actually, for a little bit, my comfort food. Like, I was making grilled cheese. Like, honestly, same. Like, if he fucks up grilled cheese, I will be genuinely impressed. It's happening again. I have to stop them. I open my mouth to say something, but all I can do is scream. They stay silent. Why does this keep happening? We're gonna crash! But they speed up. Hit the railing. It gives out. We fall. I stop screaming. I'm not scared. I'll see you on the other side. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Wakey, wakey! Oh, that's a new font. It's time to rise and shine, little raccoon. Go on. Don't make me do it for you. Again. Get up. You have so much more to do. My voice is going to kill me. I need you alive. Ah. So does he. Oh. All of them must die. Still, though, I love doing a Voldemort voice for this. Let me take it from here. The boy who lives has come to die. I have a party to crash. As long as I stay hydrated, I'm good. And you will come along for the ride. Although it is probably... Yeah, I should probably stop doing that voice. I know, but I like reading them. Ah. No. No. I won't. Rise and shine. Oh. Oh! I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I know I was seeing something. Striped tail! What? Wake the fuck up, sleepyhead! Jesus! I quickly sat up in bed, pulling the covers up my chest. What are you doing here? Mason steps back, snickering. I'm here to drive you to the shooting range. The what? Oh, right. I lift a paw to rub the sleep from my eyes, doing my best to remember everything that went down last night. Right, shooting with Shep. What time is it? 8:40. We're supposed to be there at 9. He claps his paws together and puts on an enthusiastic tone. So come on! Get your ass out of bed, Striped Tail! I flop back down with a heavy sigh, feeling the adrenaline of that wake-up call drain from my system, replaced by that ever-familiar morning headache. How the hell can someone be energetic this early? Mason sits down at the end of the bed, leaning back on his paws and shrugging. I don't know. Coffee? Think I'm energetic, you should see the boss. Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy to never be oh god. Is Shep the kind of person to, you know, he's awake at 4 a.m. He doesn't go to bed until fucking 3 a.m. He's like he's somehow so energetic and he's running on like 1 hour of sleep. You know, a singular hour of sleep. You're like, how the fuck are you still alive? And he's like, coffee. And you're like, how the fuck? And like 99% of his blood is now coffee. Wait, is that even medically possible? I mean, isn't the purpose of blood to carry white blood cells and oxygen to different parts of the body? Isn't that the purpose of blood? Oh, fuck. Because I can't do that. Damn. Can't replace my blood with Monster Energy or coffee. Damn. But the more you know. Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy to never be tired. Or at least, never show it. Infinite caffeine! How'd you get in here anyway? He slaps his paw against the pocket of his pants. I've got a spare key. Yeah, I know, it said no. The answer's no. Hey, Google is for everything. Do I want to know why? The possum tilts his head, looking down over me with a toothy grin. I'm going to take that as a no. With a light chuckle, the possum responds. Nah, it's nothing like that. Yeah, I just come by from time to time. Lou figured I might as well have a spare. Judging by River's behavior towards the big dog, I thought she'd be the one with the spare key to the place. Though I imagine its ownership will soon transfer to someone else. If you mean me, then I'm not sure how much use I'll get out of it. I'm supposed to stay hidden, at least from the police, and that incident at the hospital yesterday was already too close for comfort. I readjust under the covers and let my eyes drift towards the ceiling above, letting my brain slowly acclimate to this waking world. Long night? You could say that. Spent quite some time getting cleaned up and eating once we got back. I hear him snicker, and as I look, I see his muzzle curling into a mischievous grin. Clearly not long enough, he says in a low voice, followed by a teasing snicker. I raise an eyebrow at him, following his gaze downwards as his long tail slowly slithers between my legs atop the covers. And my cheeks immediately heat up. I crawl backwards up against the bed frame, bunching up the corners of my lap in an effort to conceal the embarrassing tent formed below. At the same time, Mason folds forward, laughing his ass off. What a great start to the day. Hey, don't worry about it, Striped Tail. I get it, I really do. Get what exactly? I ask, avoiding eye contact with my head to the side. Being around such a hunk all day, it's understandable you're pent up. I'm not. Especially after yesterday, right? Getting cleaned up, maybe helping each other wash. Did you happen to share the shower? What? No! We did not fuck in the shower! He raises an eyebrow at me questioningly. We didn't fuck at all! Mason nonchalantly rolls his eyes. Well, obviously. Otherwise you wouldn't wake up with your dick stiffer than— Oh god! Please! Stop! My paws shoot up to cover my face, probably in an effort to hide the blush spread across it. But hey, just let me know if you ever need a paw. Let's just get fucking going! Don't worry about it. Welcome. Hi, welcome, Mr. Developer, Mr. Pack be packin'. I jump out of bed, reaching for my clothes on the bedside table, and quickly pull them on before the snickering possum gets any ideas. I'm just lucky I don't sleep naked. You missed the nice cock jokes. With clothes on and an awkward car ride down the forest road later, Mason's admittedly small car slows to a halt near a clearing. Is this it? I turn and ask the possum next to me as he turns the keys. Oh, you also missed a Googling session of... I think you might have missed a Googling session of trying to figure out if we can replace blood with coffee. Turns out you can't. I turn and ask the possum next to me as he turns the keys. If you mean, is this the shooting range? Then yeah. Sorry, I guess I was just expecting a building. As he opens the car door, Mason leans back, looks back over his shoulder with a nonchalant shrug. You didn't expect us to go to a real shooting range, did you? I guess that would be a bit obvious. I follow him out the car, meeting him at the boot, where Mason grabs his backpack and swings it over his shoulder. I take the opportunity to stretch in the cool morning breeze, feeling that light morning headache slowly creep back in. God, I really do hate mornings! The trees surrounding the clearing slowly sway with the wind, scenting the forest with their fresh, earthy aroma. As the wind picks up, droplets of last night's downpour gently fall from their leaves down onto us. I take a deep breath, closing my eyes and rolling my neck, feeling a yawn creeping in. Want an energy drink? I open my eyes back up, being met by Mason's paw, outstretched holding a can. You'll need it. The boss will run you through the ringer. I've never been much for energy drinks, if I'm honest. I fucking love energy drinks. Like, I remember last year, I don't know if you were around, if you started watching my content then, Raj, but, at one of my past jobs, during my lunch breaks, because I often worked mornings, I actually preferred working mornings, during my lunch break, and this was like noon, I would be standing in line, in one bag, a fucking bag of Skittles or some shit, and in another hand, a Monster Energy and a 5-hour energy. Yeah, I did that. I drank 2 energy drinks, a Monster Energy and a 5-hour energy. That's probably why I randomly get stomach aches sometimes. I actually don't, like... Oh, wait, no, that was just the school's shitty cooking. I've never been much for energy drinks, if I'm honest. Though that might just stem from bad experiences mixing it with vodka. He chuckles. Bah! No such thing as bad experience with vodka. I could always top it off with some if you'd like. He sways the can back and forth, tilting his head with a smile. I sigh, grabbing it and cracking it open. Ugh, man, that tasted something else. The harsh taurine punch, the carbonated fizz, the oppressively sweet aftertaste that leaves your mouth coated in the sticky substance. He is drinking original flavor Monster Energy. Now I remember why I stopped drinking them. Kinda tastes like Red Bull, but sweeter. Mason stops to look at me curiously. Red Bull? Is that supposed to be a euphemism for something? What? No! Like the energy drink. He shrugs, looking as confused as I've ever seen him. Must be local. He takes a moment to move the crate of energy drinks in the trunk over to the side. Bad experiences mixing with vodka, huh? Should I take that as he's starting to get your memory back? I take another sip, clenching my teeth as the sugary liquid runs down my throat. Bits and pieces, but nothing concrete. Just strange snippets of past events and bad fever dreams. Hell, I don't even know how much of it I can trust. So my brain gets hit with these blasts of stimulus that unlocks a new piece of the puzzle, but at the same time, filling the blanks in with made-up nonsense. And it's getting difficult to separate what's real and what's fiction. Sounds normal? To be honest with you, I don't know shit about amnesia. Closest thing I know is dementia, but I doubt you have that. God, I hope not. Mason closes the boot, grabbing a small packet from his pocket and dispensing 2 white tablets into his paw. Right away, the scent makes me realize it's the same mints I could smell on his breath the first time we met. Want one? He offers as we start walking into the woods. No thanks, I'll stick to this for now, I think. I respond, raising the can in my hand up for emphasis. He shrugs, popping the pellets into his muzzle. So you're off work today? Mm-hmm. I work every other weekend, which means I'm off today and tomorrow. No, there is. It's right here. It just blends in really well with the background. Like the this part, the thing. Oh, gotcha. Must be strange for you to have a weekend off, though. What? Bartenders always work weekends, don't they? Oh, yeah. Though to be fair, I had no idea what day it was until last night. Man, I can't even imagine what that shit must be like. It's very freeing. Like, you know, not knowing what day it is. Waking up in the woods without your memory and then that being your first encounter? Sheesh. You don't know the half of it, just wait till you find out this isn't even my body. Or that I'm not even a talking animal. I sigh. I think one of the things that sucks the most is just feeling uprooted. Like, back home, I knew where I belonged. I knew where I lived, where I worked. I knew my place in the world. And not only externally, I feel like it's impacting who I am to some extent too. Or at least how I see myself. Here, I feel adrift like I've never really experienced before. Like I'm tumbling down the rapids towards an inevitable waterfall. The possum lets out a quiet chuckle. The raccoon drifting towards the world's end, with a possum as his trusty friend. That's deep, man. He snickers, but as I meet his eyes, there's a hint of sincerity behind them. And I think it's the first time I've seen him smile so genuinely, and in return I do the same. I'm your friend? I ask before really taking my time thinking the question over. Duh, of course you are. You're part of the team, Straptail. I smile, chuckling under my breath as I look down at the damp ground beneath us. I guess I just never realized how much your environment impacts your sense of self in a way. I'm sure your memories will come back soon, man. Give it a couple more days and you'll remember just how you ended up here in no time. I just hope it's something I want to remember. The dew-covered grass and thin layers of leaves on the forest floor crunch under our shoes as we make our way deeper. So Shepard's supposed to meet us out here? Yep, I'll bet you $5 he's already here. I don't have any money to bet, remember? I don't have anything. The possum rolls his eyes. Alright, fine, I bet you $1. Morning, boys. I'm sorry, what the God damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Fuck! I should have pulled up the sensor. Fuck! Fuck! Bravo! You got me. Don't worry about it, Pack. B-Pack and Mr. Developer. Pack, B-Pack. Don't worry about it. It's just one extra step added that, let's be honest, takes me like 30 seconds to do. It's just an extra step. It takes me like 0 time to add it, but damn! Honestly, I might just go in and censor it myself. Like, manually censor it. Like, permanently censor it. Yeah, that's why I'm going to permanently censor it. Don't worry about how I'm going to do that. Don't worry. It wouldn't be my first time modding a Renpai game. It would not be my first time. Just take a look at my Echo mods. Anyways, we're gonna leave off here tonight. Fucking wow. Just that cock just showed up out of nowhere. It was like, surprise. Well, anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.